Hello, and welcome to the September vlog. Autumn has definitely fallen here in the Pacific Northwest. Pun absolutely intended. Or at least in my little town. It's gray and drizzly and chilly and lovely. All of the colors are super, super vibrant. I always feel like even though summer is the brightest season, autumn is the most saturated and rich in color. The leaves haven't even really started turning yet, but even so, in the even cloud cover type lighting, everything just, the colors are so much richer. So today what I need to do is start the vlog. I need to transfer a sketch that I finished over to watercolor paper. It would be really good to start filming that painting, just to get ahead of the curve on that. But that will depend on how quickly the watercolor paper dries after I soak it so that it behaves better. And then I'd also like to get a head start on a project that I've given myself because I definitely needed another project, another thing to do. That looks so much brighter on camera than it is in real life. I assure you, it is not that glowy. It is much more tangerine orange. Okay, like we've got that super bright spot up there. It's much more like that spot down there. That's what the actual color looks like. I was dyeing some yarn the other day, and afterwards I was left with a bunch of leftover dye in the pot, and I was like, I feel bad throwing that out. So I pulled out some scrap fabric and I dyed that with it. But I came to the realization that this is pretty close to neon. I don't know that it's literally neon, but it is very close. It is glowing up onto my face. So yesterday I downloaded a free pants sewing pattern, and I'm gonna try and make some trousers before Saturday. Because the outfit prompt is neon. And I've been having trouble finding something, but this is definitely enough to make a pair of pants. It's not exactly the same. There's two pieces, and one of them's more yellow than the other. Yeah, I decided to give myself another project. I printed out the pattern yesterday and I taped it all together, and the plan is that later today I will cut out all of the pattern pieces in my size, and it would be really great if I could also cut out the fabric. The dye turned out really cool. There's like speckly bits, and it's kind of, yeah, that's much more what it looks like. It's kind of tie-dye. And my plan is like, if I make these and, I'll have them to wear, but it's cotton fabric. So if I hate the color, I can dye them again, right? I can dye them black or brown or whatever. And then, I still get a pair of pants out of it. So I think this is fine. I just really hope I can do it. I dyed some yarn and I'd show you, but it's still drying because it's chilly out now. But it looks like candy corn. It is so freaking cute. So I'd really, really love to, like, as soon as it's done drying, basically cast on a sweater. Because if I do like these pants, that would be pretty cute to have a matching sweater. But also I'd love to start it and like get it done in time for Halloween, because that would be super duper cute. Just a little candy corn sweater. I don't know. I just obsessed. But one last thing I wanted to show you is that I got some stickers recently, and I forgot to mention them in the last vlog. I did get them in August, but these are Prawn Townsend stickers by Etta from mixedadventurous.com. She's a friend of mine and an artist, and I think these are super cute. There's also a hot dog, which is really, really cute. We have like a hot dog stand that's like moderately locally famous. I don't know how to describe it. Dog's afoot. But it's been a fixture, that's for sure. And she really likes it, so she made a fucking hot dog sticker. It's so cute. This prawn art was also in the newspaper, which is great. So everyone give a little woo for Etta. Etta's great. And then this is by Wormwares on Instagram. She also has a website where you can buy these. I got some stickers from her. She's an artist I met relatively recently. Very nice, and her stuff is so cute. So I got this owl sticker that is so cute. She does these like 3D collages almost, and so this is like a photograph, of her like collage sculpture. So you can see that there's like an actual lace doily in the background and this wreath and real moss, but then there's like a painting of an owl. Very, very cool. And then also this one, because I thought he was funny. I really like him. He's so cute. So I'm very happy with these. And I just wanted to share them because I think they're great. But yeah, I really need to stop procrastinating. Get a move on with my day because I have rather a lot to do. So I'll see you when I see you. Okay, it is September 6th. I just finished editing my video and it just started rendering. There's so much loud stuff happening right now, but I don't know when I'll be able to vlog again. But a lot of stuff is going on. I'm kind of overwhelmed with everything that I have piled onto my own plate. This is all my fault. But video's rendering, so once that's done I'll be able to make a thumbnail and all that. I'm working on this painting right now, and I'm very happy with how it's going. There's a mess because my life is chaotic right now. I got a new chair for my desk, which I like a lot, much better than my wobbly stool. And then, the thing that's really making life crazy right now, I am making orange pants. I think I told you about this. But what I want to do, because there's a stain on the fabric, is take some of the scraps and make them into little star patches. There is a 3D printer running right now. My life is chaotic. I want to make some star patches. And I have this lace. I want to take some scraps of the orange fabric and cut them out into stars and sew some lace on top and sew them on so that they have like a raw edge when they're on the pants. And I don't know when I'll do that, but I did finish the video quicker than I thought, so I do have more time for sewing than I thought I would today, so that's great. I've never sewn pants before, by the way, and I need these done before tomorrow. I like to make life easy on myself, if you can't tell. But it is lunchtime. I'm gonna have lunch while the video renders. Once it's done, I'll make the thumbnail, and then I will set it to uploading and get right into sewing, because I have no time. I have 0 time. Why do I do this to myself? I don't know, but I want orange pants now. Hi. Hey, sweetheart. You being silly? Okay, so today is the 9th. Went to Gallery Walk, didn't film at all because I think it's established, I just don't film during Gallery Walk. I want to be in the moment, I want to be able to talk to everybody, but also, I was so tired. I have no memory of the past couple of days, basically. I'm pretty sure I mentioned making pants out of this orange fabric. And I only had like 3 days. I've never made pants before. That was a terrible idea, but they are in fact pants. I made mistakes that I wouldn't have made if I wasn't rushing. I made mistakes that I probably would have made anyway because the pattern was kind of poorly written. And I had to do a lot of creative problem solving, and they still aren't done, but I did get them finished enough to wear. So they aren't actually hemmed, they've been safety pinned, and they don't have pockets because the pockets would not lay flat. They just wanted to stay open all the time, and they were too small to be useful anyway, which was the pattern's fault. That was not my fault. So I just sewed them shut and cut out the pocket bag because it was bunching. It was bad. But these are the pants. they've got a star patch on the leg, and then they have star patches on the bum. Yeah. The other thing that's not finished about them is that I want to add a lot more stars and more embroidery and stuff to the stars to make them really crazy and really colorful and wonderful. But I just ran out of time. But they're really comfortable. They fit really, really well. And I genuinely think I'm gonna wear these a lot because I love them. They're very swooshy and big, but they fit nice. I love the color. I think they're very, very fun. And I think once I actually finish them, they'll be amazing. And then I recorded a clip of this before, but I didn't like it, so I wanted to go over some of the fabric I've ended up with and kind of walk you through what my plans are with that, because you guys seem to enjoy my crafty rambles. I'm gonna try to keep this quick because I don't actually have very much time today. Schedules have changed in the household and it has gotten... My window for recording is like... I got this burgundy lace to go on the star patches because I wanted some lace on the stars. I didn't end up using it, but I still have this, and it's like a 1/4 yard, so it's a usable amount for embellishment. And I got this fabric at a yard sale, basically for free. It's a synthetic satin, so it's not like super quality, but it is a gorgeous color. It's coming across much more saturated on camera. Wow. It's like a little bit more gray than navy, and it's really, really nice. And so what I want to do is make a shirt and then have some parts of it covered with the red lace. Kind of like a tuxedo shirt where there's a strip down the middle of like folds or pleats. Instead of that, I want to have a strip of lace, and then I want to have lace over the collar and cuffs just to give them a little bit more interest. I got this at a yard sale as well. I may have shown this to you before. There's so much of it. It's so heavy and drapey and nice, and I want to make a shirt, kind of like a poety, piratey shirt with no buttons. I just want it to tie, and then I want it to have huge drapey sleeves because there is so much fabric. I could, if I wore dresses, I could make myself a floor-length gown out of this. There's so much, so I want to use kind of like as much as possible. So big sleeves to just really drown myself in this color, and then like a big tie around the neck. And it's just the kind of fabric that once you wear it, you hold yourself differently. Like you feel luxurious wearing it, and it makes you carry yourself like you're luxurious, which is so nice. Like I love the way it feels in my hands. Another thing I want to make into like a big poet shirt situation, but this one I do want to have buttons. I want it to have lots and lots and lots of buttons, as many buttons as I can, is this, which is more of a, I don't know fabric terms that well, but like a chiffon or something like that. It's here we go. That's actually, I was holding up 2 layers. You can see it's like very thin, kind of see-through, in this mauve color that I think I look really nice in. And I want it to have big sleeves, but for this one I want it to have big cuffs, and I want it to button down like all the way, because I have these gorgeous gray pearl buttons that have the tiniest bit of a pinkish hue that really comes through on this muted pink when you pair them together. So I want to have lots of buttons here and lots of buttons here, because there are so many buttons, so I can go to town. And this is for a gift actually, but I got this, and it's almost 2 full yards of this beautiful rayon chalice floral fabric in this amazing like milk chocolate color. Super drapey, it's super beautiful, and I'm going to make a dress for my boyfriend's mom, and I want to make, I don't think she watches these, so I want to make her a little matching hair bandana. I think that would be really cute, and I'm pretty sure I'll have enough. I'm pretty sure I'll have a little triangle left over at least. I swear my nose is so itchy right now for like no reason. And then I have all of this wonderful yarn. I dyed it. It was white, and I dyed it, and I have a sweater's quantity, and I've printed out a pattern, and I'm gonna make it. It's just gonna be a very simple raglan sweater, plain, no fancy stitches, because honestly, I like knitting lots and lots of stockinette, and I think that'll work best for this variegated yarn. And I am very excited. I want to start this as soon as possible because I would love to have it done in time for Halloween, to have like my candy corn sweater in time for Halloween. That would be so good. I don't know if I will, and I'm not putting any pressure on myself. I'm just like, maybe I make this my main project for a while and hope I get it done in time, you know? No more pressure though, not like the pants. One of you asked in a comment, like, how do you do all this stuff? How do you do all of these things at once? I have two conflicting things. One, if I don't do stuff all the time, I will just sit and be anxious or doom scroll on my phone. It's not even doom scrolling, I don't feel like, because I'm not scrolling through like bad news or rage bait. I'm just like, in like a tricking my brain into thinking I'm doing something, while in the background I stress out about not doing stuff. So I need to always have something I can do, but I also pile all of these projects on top of myself until they're stressful. And so I have like a million of them going at once, and it takes me forever to finish them, but at the same time I'm kind of always finishing stuff because I've been working on it for a really long time. But I decided to write down all of my sewing project ideas to get an idea of how many I actually have planned, because I'd never written all of them down in one spot and like tallied it up. And I have like 20 different projects I want to do. Now, some of them are really easy, really small, like repairs. One of my shirts is missing a button, but they all sit on my brain to the same extent until I start them, you know? And then there's stuff I just need to finish, like the pants. It's a crazy list. It's not as crazy as it sounds. I'm not making 20 pairs of pants. But some of them are like tailoring an entire jacket to fit me, completely altering a pair of pants to fit me, making entire shirts. One of these things is a suit, because I have enough fabric to make a matching suit of this gorgeous mauve tweed wool, and it's beautiful, and it would look so good on me. So good. It has like specks of teal in it. It's so good. I have more than enough to make an entire suit. I probably have enough to make like a 3-piece suit and then some. That's how much fabric I have. And I don't know when I'll tackle that. Tailoring is a pain in the ass. There are so many steps to make something really nice that lays on the body nicely. And I don't know when I'm gonna be brave enough to attempt that. And I want to do all this while making art and trying to make an art career happen and all these other things. So the way I'm able to do all this is because I am constantly like an extremely tightly pulled thread that is so close to breaking. I have this corduroy blazer that I started dismantling because I want to turn it into a chore coat. Inset the shoulders so it fits me better and do a straight cut on the bottom so it's much more chore jacket-y. But yeah, so like, how am I able to do all of this? It takes me fucking forever to do all of it. Oh, one of the sleeves is like completely detached. Life got put on hold while I made the pants, like completely, and shit got messy. It got so messy. Oh, and in other news, I have applied for monetization on this channel. My Kuretake, my Gansai Paints video pushed it over the edge way faster than I was anticipating, so I do have the watch hours now, so hopefully I get approved quickly. That would be really, really cool. So it's the 10th. I am filming a video right now, filming my sketchbook. I really like how this guy is coming along, actually. But I actually wanted to show you that I've knitted a swatch for the candy corn yarn sweater, and I have hit gauge. Isn't it cute? Oh, I love it so much. So, I'm confident that I can cast on my sweater, maybe even tonight. So, I'm very tired. I just filmed a video that I didn't want to film about how I need to make less videos on YouTube. I need to stop doing every single week because it just doesn't fit with my life anymore, and the realization really crystallized last night. I'd spent the whole day occupied with other stuff, unable to work on video and for that week, and realizing that I just wouldn't have one for this week, and realizing that it just wasn't gonna work. Nothing I would be able to film in an afternoon would be something I would be happy with. And that at this point, with how my life had changed, right? It's changed and shifted since I started the channel. But at this point, a weekly upload is just getting in the way of my in real life art business pursuits, right? It's really hard to get any of that done, to commit my time to any of that with the pressure of a weekly video. And I was also realizing that, like, my favorite channels, most of my favorite channels do not upload every single week. They don't. They upload, I think they upload at least once a month, usually, but they have a more sporadic upload schedule, but they upload better videos than I was doing. I mean, part of that's just experience. They're people who've been on YouTube for a really long time, and let's be real, I've been on here for less than a year. They're just proof that that model doesn't not work. That's what I've decided I really need to do. And I just needed to accept that. I just needed to accept that the model I'd been working under for quite a while and doing okay with doesn't work anymore. It's the first time I've vlogged in a while. Oh my god, it's September 18th, by the way, which I didn't mention. Yesterday, I went and spoke in front of my local arts district council. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember right now. But I was invited to speak for them and give them feedback as an artist living in this town about what the town can do to improve lives for artists, or improve the local art scene. So I spoke about that and listened in on the rest of the meeting because that was the first thing that happened. Then I went to an art talk. That was also really good. The artist speaking is an incredible artist. Really, really good. I think Jeanette Blackburn or something. I don't know, I can't remember her name right now. So I'm going to listen to an audiobook and do some chores and try and take it easy so that I can actually get some stuff done tomorrow. And so that I don't feel so shit tomorrow. Because that would be good. Forgot, I wanted to show you the painting I'm working on. I'm really happy with how it's turning out so far. It's really crazy how colors are so relative, because before I added this second layer of red, his skin looked so much darker. And now that I've added it, he's like really, really pale. Forgive me, the washing machine is running right now, so sorry if you can hear that, but I wanted to show you something I'm very proud of. I picked up these panels from the side of the road. They're a little damaged, but they're really nice. And they were originally doors to something, I think, but I have added some little hinges here and here, and I think they're gonna make a lovely little screen for like hiding ugly storage or whatever. I'm gonna give this to someone else. I'm not keeping it, but I am just like very proud of that idea. Wonderful way to reuse some ornamental little doors. This is gonna be great. This is gonna be so great. Okay, so shower's running. Sorry. But checking in because today's the first day in almost a week that I have not woken up with a headache. Now, the headaches were not like super aggressive, they weren't super painful, but it just made it super hard to focus. It made me feel very tired for the whole week, so I really wasn't getting much done. But I am finally getting close to finishing this painting. This is with all of the paint done, but I have moved on to pencils now. We're in the final stretch of that, and I've been putting off finishing the orange pants because I've been feeling like absolute shit. I'm hopeful that if I continue to feel good, I'll be able to get those done before the end of the month. And then I just want to focus on art, because there are a couple things I would like to apply for, and the deadline is coming up, and I do think I can get stuff done in time for that, if I can just laser focus in, which I unfortunately lost almost a week of work, but what can you do? So I'm just going to do what I can to protect myself from getting a headache so that I can just get in the zone and work, because it's all I want to do. I just want to work and do art. Welcome to the end of the September vlog. A lot of stuff happened this month. I made the decision to cut back on my video production, and that was tough. But it was the right decision. I got a lot of work done in that time since I posted that video, and I'm going to be uploading this one. I finished the swan painting, which I've shown you clips of throughout this vlog, as I worked on it and finished it, and I've also been filming that one, so that will be a video. But I've been working on this other painting for just a couple of days, and I'm really happy with how it's turning out. We're almost done with the paint part, and then I'll be able to move on to colored pencil. I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I've had this idea in my head, in my sketchbook for quite a while. I think it was actually in my last sketchbook. I really enjoy painting fish. I kind of figured out this dappled way of painting the scales that works really well for me, that I really like the effect of. I have 4 other paintings sketched out. They aren't all super refined and perfect and completely ready, but the main shapes are done, which means that refining them and getting them ready to be transferred won't take nearly as long. I'm hoping to get 5 paintings done before the 11th of October. Kind of an insane deadline, but I think I've picked the paintings I'm going to be doing wisely so that I don't need to rush them, but I can still get them done in time. But yeah, there are like 3 different things I'm going to be entering my art into in October. There's 2 smallish Christmas shows where they want small art, like a couple of things from each artist, and smaller paintings for like a kind of art market, but in the galleries. Seems pretty cool, so I want to enter those. And then there's a big thing for next year that I'm hoping to enter, and I'm looking forward to that. That deadline actually got extended, thank goodness. And then I wanted to update you on a couple of projects because you guys like hearing about that, or you guys seem to like hearing about that. I started my candy cane sweater, just the back panel. I had to take a break because when I get anxious and stressed out, I tend to do a lot of scrolling on my phone. I think we all do that. Scrolling a lot on my phone really hurts my hands, so my hands were hurting quite a bit. That actually slowed down my art, but they're better now. I'm trying to not do that, and I've got this much of the back panel done with that yarn I dyed myself. And yeah, it's really enjoyable. It's going slower than I thought it would because this is mostly cotton. I didn't realize how much that was going to affect the stamina of my hands with knitting. It tires my hands out very quickly, and I'm trying to be careful not to overstress my hands, so I usually only do like maybe 4 rows if I'm feeling really, really good in one day. So it's going slower than I thought. I'm gonna work on this basically exclusively until the end of October because I just want to enjoy this as like my Halloween project, even if I don't finish it in time for Halloween, which would have been awesome, but you don't always get what you want. I showed these, I think, last month, and I think I just showed these two. Yeah, so we've got Minty and we've got Darling Dahlia, right? This is for the My Little Pony project. If you want to know more about it, you can see my last vlog. And I've had to take a break from this because I've realized that I need to completely relearn how I crochet because the way I was doing it before hurt my hands so bad. I actually had to take a huge break from any sort of fiber art, anything, because I was addictively crocheting these in my other crochet project, and it was brutal. It was brutal. So, yeah, but I did these a while ago, and I just didn't remember to show them in the last vlog. This is Cherry Blossom, I think. That's her name. Oh my god, stop. But it's such a beautiful array of these deep, really rich pinky purples, and then this little bit of green and this little bit of white. And it's, again, just a great color combo. And then this one is Birthday Cake, and it's really fun. I've got 2 different blues, like a gray blue and then a brighter blue, because she's kind of in between, and her whole body is blue. But her cutie mark also has a light blue, so I felt like that was a good way to add in as much blue as I needed. And then she's got all of these really bright colors, bright warm colors in her hair and her cutie mark. And she's vanilla scented. It's really great. I found a video on how to crochet in a way that's gentler on the hands. It's more similar to knitting, just in terms of like how you're using your hands, not in like the end product. And I'm going to attempt to do that at some point. I've been finding that I've occasionally been running out right before I finish, so I'll get like these tiny little blips of whatever color was closest. I've got it on that one, and I've got it on this one, but you can barely tell on this one because these ones are much closer. Yeah, you can kind of see that. But I do think they're very, very cute, and I'm very happy with them. And then I might as well show you these next couple of things. So the first one is one I started beginning of this month. It's the orange pants. These are the orange pants. I need to finish the waistband, hem the bottom, and then finish sewing on the star patches. Maybe add a couple more, but at least sew on all the ones I already have. And then they'll be done. Like, they're really close. And overall, you know, like, they're not perfect. They have some glaring problems. I made some mistakes that would make anybody, like, examining these pants in the future think they were made by a crazy person. Just some insane mistakes that just happened because I didn't know what I was doing and I was rushing. But ultimately, I do think that I'm actually really gonna like these pants when they're done. And I'm really close. I needed a break, like nobody's business. Oh, and I need to sew the pockets down again. I did it really quick and dirty, so I'm gonna sew those down more nicely with the machine. A nightmare. They were awful pockets, so I just took them out. They weren't worth saving. And then this is a skirt for my boyfriend's mom. And it's mostly done, actually, because I was doing it on the machine and it was a very easy upcycle project. She was oogling some nice linen stuff. It was really expensive, as they usually are, just out of her budget. And I was like, look, if we find some linen stuff, I'll make you something. It will be so easy, because the stuff she wants is like very simple. Dresses and skirts and t-shirty blouses, they're all like the easiest thing you could possibly sew. And I found these linen pants that I remade into a skirt for her. And it's not completely done, but it's very, very close, and it's very cute. We're going to dye it a darker color, because this is not one of her favorite colors, although it's a very nice color. It's not a color she really wears. And once it's dyed, I'm gonna add some pockets in the original color, just as a nice little nod to the original color. But yeah, aside from thread, I so far haven't used anything that wasn't in the original garment that I upcycled. Even the button came from the pants. That's really nice. I'd never worked with linen before, so it was kind of nice. It's a very nice, and I'll have actually a fair bit of linen left over for me to use, and so I'm planning on patchworking it with some velvet I have left over from a different project. I forgot about this project completely, but I'm so happy with it. I had to show you guys. So this is an old cutlery box. They come with a little thing in them with divots to hold the silverware in place. And I was given this because people didn't use it. I had the idea to turn it into a little wall cupboard because it's so cute, but it had that thing going down the middle. So I cut some wood to fit and wedged it in really tight with some glue. And to make it match the inside, because the inside of this is red velvet, I coated it in some vintage red velvet I happen to have. And I want to show you because I'm genuinely very proud. Look at that. Look at how perfect that is. It looks like it was always meant to be that way. I might turn it over this way. I haven't decided yet. Yeah, that looks better. To have this smaller shelf up here, because I didn't measure them. I just put them in as straight as I could. But look at it. Oh my god. But this is gonna hold like perfume, cologne, whatever. And just keep it nice and hidden because I like having luxury and stuff, but I don't like to look at it. So I was very happy to finally get around to this. It was super, super easy. I'm not gonna tell you right now, but I've finally come up with a solution to a problem, several problems that have been bugging me about home and my art space. And I don't know if I'll make a full video about it or if it'll just be in a vlog. We'll see what time permits whenever that ends up happening, because it requires purchasing a couple of items. But I'm really excited and I want you guys to be looking forward to it. A little bit of anticipation. It's gonna, when it happens, oh, it's gonna be really fucking cool. So I am really excited and I want you to be really excited too. I can't wait to share that with you. I cannot wait. So my throat's getting really dry. I need to go drink some water. Oh my god, we hit like 2,000 subscribers. If I had known that would happen when I stopped uploading like every single week, I would have done that ages ago. We hit 2,000 subscribers, which is insane. And I want to say thank you. Thank you for all the kind comments on my video about making fewer videos and uploading fewer videos. I really appreciate it. You've all been very kind. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, subscribe. If you liked the video, please like it and leave a saucy little comment in the comment section below because it helps me, helps the video, algorithm, blah, 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 blah. And I'll see you next time. Bye.